Hi, I'm Tasha with Pathways to Peace Counseling, and today we're going to talk about counseling games for behavior problems. Sometimes you just need the right game for the right problem. I mean, there might be a very specific thing going on with a kid, and you need something to kind of root out the problem. And so I tried to compile some of the best games that I could find on the internet to help with this. Many of them are my games, but there's also some different ones that I found to be very useful. And I hope you enjoy this list. So the first one I have here is School Zone. So this game covers kind of a wide gamut of issues. So it talks about behavior issues at school, kids that are acting up and getting in trouble at school, but it also discusses social anxiety, bullying, ADHD type symptoms with difficulty focusing and being able to pay attention and get their schoolwork done. A little bit of organizational stuff. There's a lot of different things that this game addresses. But all in all, if I have a kid who doesn't want to go to school, I use this game to figure out why. If I have a kid who is just constantly getting in trouble at school, I mean, it's a great diagnostic tool to kind of get to the root of the issue. And then once you find out what the root of the issue is that's kind of causing the problems, there's other games that you can draw on as well to go and dive even deeper to really root it out and get rid of the underlying issue that is causing the problems. So the next one is a game called Consequences. And I found this one in the stores once. I believe I bought it at Walmart once. And then I've also purchased it online. It's an inexpensive game and kids really like it. It's simple. So basically, you have a deck of cards that come with it and a little dice that has colors on it. And so if they make good choices, they get to move forward. If they make bad choices, they have to go backward. And so it's basic, simple things like, yay, you brushed your teeth, you get to move forward, or oops, you didn't clean your room, you've got to move back, that kind of thing. Very simple and basic. You're not going to have a whole lot of, it's not asking questions and asking to process anything, but it's kind of walking kids through that process of understanding that there is consequences for their behavior. And I like to use it to help kids process their own mistakes and issues. Like, when is a time that you had to move backward in life, and what are some of the good things that you do that help you feel like you're getting ahead? So it's great for littles. I use it with kids. Well, my elementary age kids really like it. So pretty much all of them, pre-K through fourth grade is the age group that I work with. And all of them, even my fourth graders do like this game as well. The Crazy Train. So this is about the revenge cycle. So the story is about a brother and sister that are really having a hard time getting along, and their mom tells them they're on the crazy train. And then they learn how to turn that revenge cycle around to being deliberate about showing acts of kindness. And then there's a full game that goes along with it. So this one you can buy the hard copy that I can mail you, or there's a Google Slides link that you could use, and so you can read the ebook. Now, if I don't have a hard copy of one of my books in my office, if I've lent it out, I do this in person online frequently. So you don't necessarily have to have the hard copy in order to do it. And just note, for all of my books, I'm going through and doing read alouds on YouTube. So if you look for them on YouTube, you might be able to find them. And you could do just the read aloud for the book portion. It doesn't include the game for the read alouds online. Tattle. So this is like a game show type game that is really cute. And so if you have a kid who's got an issue with tattling, check this one out. The next one is Dino Stories. It's a storytelling game. So it kind of gets underneath the issues. So it's about kind of the survival mindset and some of the underlying issues. Like, if a child's not feeling safe, they're going to be acting out. I mean, it's very common. You're going to be discussing themes of safety, connections, needs, and so some of those underlying like unmet needs can cause a lot of behavior issues. And so helping them feel safe and dealing with kind of maybe those root issues of why they don't feel safe can help them kind of get past their stuck points with their behavior. Now, Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. This is a fun game. It plays like Old Maid. And so what you do, you pass all the cards out to all the players, regardless if you have two people or four people, whatever. You pass them all out, and then there's only one card that has the liar, liar, pants on fire character. But all the different characters in it represent different reasons why kids tell lies. So it might be the daydreamer that tells lies, kind of fantasizing about life, but they tell it as though it really happened. They don't have any malicious intent. They're just kind of daydreaming. One of them is like the victim. Like they tell lies because they're afraid of the consequences. Like somebody's going to get them if they don't lie. Another one would be like covering for a friend, like offering a distraction so that their friend can get away with something. There's the deceiver that is telling lies just spitefully to deceive people. So there's lots of different reasons why kids tell lies. And so this just highlights some different examples. And then it comes with a list of questions that you can ask as you play the game so that kids can kind of try it on and be like, yeah, I could see that I would do this, or no, I've never lied for this reason. Um, but sometimes it just kind of gets to that root of the issue. And um, once you kind of get to that root, then you can start yanking that thing up, get rid of it. So, Blunders, this is a really cute game and it comes with tons of cards. And so it's about manners. And so it has this cute little storyline about the Blunder kids want to go to the annual pool party at the Mannerly's house, but they've been banned because of their poor behavior. So they have to learn how to behave themselves to be able to go. So it's just this process of them getting to that annual pool party, and the cards are really comical. They're super cute. I have a full game review on this if you want to learn more about it. But Blunders is it's a little bit dated, but it's a really cute, fun game. Quarreling Squirrels. This one is all about sibling squabbles. So it's a story about these two little squirrels that are just messing with each other and making each other mad. And then they have to learn how to get along so that they can meet their goal for the year and collect the acorns they need to get them through winter. So it's a cute little book and game about sibling rivalry and how to really appreciate the good things about your siblings instead of always focusing on those irritations. The next one is putting a stop to stealing. Again, there's a underlying thought, belief, need, or even trauma that drives a lot of this behavior. So putting a stop to stealing really gets to a lot of the root issues. So it's going to talk about, temptation, thankfulness, rescripting thoughts, finding different ways to get their needs met, and telling themselves, I don't have to have everything I want in order to feel happy. There's other ways to feel happy. So it's like this redirection. So when I'm tempted to take something, what are things that I could do instead to meet that comfort need that I have? So I've had a lot of success with really dealing with the root of the issue with that particular game. Now, You're a Hoot is a fun game to play. So it's all about keeping humor respectful. And so kids get to tell jokes and kind of act things out, and it's fun, but it's all about aiming that humor in a positive way because, these kids are so darn funny. They come up with the craziest ideas of how to be funny, but sometimes they are so inappropriate. And sometimes they don't even care that they're inappropriate. So it talks a lot about social skills as well. Like you don't want to make your best friend the punchline of your jokes. That can cause damage. And kind of, you know, that line between being funny and just really crossing the line into racism jokes or picking on people's gender or making fun of disabled people, all these things that kids do sometimes innocently, but they need to learn that there's certain things that you just can't joke about. So how do we be really, really funny without getting in trouble for it is really the issue there. So Emma's emotional discovery, this one's one that really gets to the root of the issues. Why do we have emotions to begin with? And so this is about, this little girl that's blowing up on people and causing all sorts of issues. And then she learns that she tries to swallow her emotions and then she starts having somatic symptoms and she's feeling sick. And then she tries to running away from her problems, but they don't go away. So she learns to sit with her emotions, feel them, understand them, process them, and figure out what's the underlying issues that are going on that's causing the problems. So Emma's Emotional Discovery is a book and game that has been very healing for a lot of my kids. And I've gotten good reviews on that one. Battle of My Brain is one that I made for older kids. So this one, I would say 10 to 18 years old is probably your ideal age range, but it talks about those big emotions that teenagers deal with. Not only that, but temptation, guilt, shame, some of this, sometimes they fall into some really dark places with their thoughts and feelings and everything. So it's all about helping kids know that those dark seasons are seasons. They don't last forever. You can pull through it. There's things that you can do to feel better, but you can really gain control of a lot of things in life by the decisions that you make, the things that you focus your attention on. And so it covers a lot of ground. Level Up is a game about winning at life. So it's this video game theme, and kids will learn that whenever they're making good choices, they're getting ahead in life. But whenever they make bad choices, it's kind of like having to repeat a level in a game. And so you don't like totally lose out on life whenever you mess up. You just learn from your mistakes, figure out what you did wrong, and get ahead. So this is great for impulsive, defiant kids, kids that have kind of a negative pattern of behavior. Um, they get a sense of control and they can brainstorm like, where do I want to get in life? Who are the people that will help me get there? What are the steps I need to be taking now so that I can get to where I want to be? It incorporates choosing wisely who your circle of friends will be because, if you're hanging around people always in trouble, you're going to be in trouble. So, anyway, that's a great one. And I have lots of other posts like this about different games that you can use in counseling for all sorts of different issues. So, if you're looking for games, I am the game lady. I will hook you up. So, be sure to hop over to Pathways to Peace Counseling and check out all these games.